I would love to hear about that. Um, and the same thing. Do you think that there's any association the between this war on cholesterol and the way that the sun interacts with cholesterol? This is what I've learned so far. The sun interacts with cholesterol via our skin cells to produce vitamin D.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
I have I don't think I've ever met anybody who got their last blood panel and said that my vitamin D is not deficient. Do
Right.
you think
Yeah.
do you think that there's an association between this war on cholesterol, us being inside immensely more than than we've evolved to be typically, and vitamin D deficiency across our population in general?
I do. I do think that.
Yeah.
I think there's many factors at play there, especially staying indoors all the time. This is one that, I mean, at least the overall general health space can get around no matter what side you're on dietarily. Like people need to
Hmm.
go outside and be less sedentary, I think.
Right.
Given my situation, well, I say I have no choice. I have a choice. I still go outside actually relatively regularly. I'm trying to especially do it even more frequently now that the summer is about to end. But in terms of like exercise and all that stuff, I have really bad EDS, so we're fixing it. But that's not
Hmm.
it's not something I can do now. But with respect to just going outside,
Yeah.
yeah, I think people really need to do that. And if you're not used to sunlight, I think no matter how healthy your diet is, if you haven't seen the light of day in like years, of course
Hmm.
moderate it. Like as soon as you start feeling that like
Oh
your
yeah.
feet hurting, like okay, go inside because eventually it only takes, especially if your diet is like a carnivorous style diet. I actually dealt with this from experience. It took only a matter of days, like less than a week for me to get used to it. I just had to wait like
Yeah.
a few days, like okay, 15 minutes even. It was like
Hmm.
ow, man. Yeah, okay, I'm not used to that. But then
Yep.
you phenotypically adapt. That's what a tan is. I mean, that's what you're doing.
Right.
You're increasing melanin. But yeah, cholesterol is deeply intertwined. It's involved in vitamin D synthesis, which I'm actually curious. I'm not sure. I could probably find this out with just a quick little search. If vitamin D is involved directly in the melanin production process, because if it is,
Mm,
well then. I mean, then if you do have less cholesterol in your cell membranes,
right.
then of course you
Yep.
always have to have some. You always have to have some, or else the cells will just fall apart.